1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact with by information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20.
My track IR crashed as we were setting up the flight, so my default view is going to be a little bit low, but instead of trying to restart everything, we're going to go ahead and just use the mouse for head movements and make whatever adjustments are necessary during flight. It shouldn't affect the flight too much. We're going to go ahead and prep for our flight to Bordeaux.
Flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport, information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18, dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport. Information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport. Information Bravo. 1730 Zulu.
Hello Captain.
Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted.
Departure checks.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport. Information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1500. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Medical helicopter inbound. Priority landing granted. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo. Madeira International Airport. Information Bravo. 1730 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 05. Wind 350 at 20. Visibility 10. View at 1.
Madeira Tower Alpine 1870 information pop-up requesting IFR clearance to Bordeaux.
Madeira Tower, Alpine 1870, cleared to Bordeaux via Degan 1 Echo departure, runway 5. Climb to 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 119.605, squawk 4242.
Air 134 Golf holding short of 05, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of easyJet and the entire crew, welcome aboard Flight 1870 to Bordeaux. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and store your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you require any assistance, do not
Cockpit preparation, gear, pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity, 9,200 kilos. Confirmed seatbelts on, adheres nav. Baro ref 1017 set and cross-check. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. Let's go over the departure briefing, please.
We'll be departing from runway 5. We'll fly the Digon 1 Echo departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile. Weather at departure shows no significant issues. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with we've been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4242, and departure frequency will be 119.605. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VOR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Copy that, thank you.
Aeroporto 16902, ready for push and start. Pushback and start approved. Aeroporto 16902.
Boarding complete, baggage loaded. Madeira Tower, Alpine 1870, ready to push.
Locking gear.
Pushback approved, facing southwest. Alpine, 1870.
Release parking brakes, please.
Roger, brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Copy ground. Our start sequence is 1, then 2, starting 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard easyJet. Flight 1870 to Bordeaux. Our estimated flight time is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Please pay close attention to the following safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for frequent flyers. Fasten your seat belts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. The seat belt must be fastened whenever the seat belt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat bags and tray tables to the correct position, making sure you are not taking off your mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight. Laptops must be securely stored for takeoff. So can also be seatbelts Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. Inflate them only after leaving the aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Please set parking brakes.
Starting 2. Roger, brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Departure for Aeroporto 16902.
Okay, ground, we can see the pin. Obrigado. Até logo. After start, NTI is not required. ECAM status check. Pitch trim 0.3 up. Rudder trim neutral. After start, checklist complete. Takeoff config normal. Flight controls check. Flight controls check complete. Flaps config 2, radar and predictive wind shear on and auto. Engine mode selector auto. ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, taxi checklist complete. Madeira Tower, Alpine 1870 requesting taxi to runway 5.
Runway 05 via Alpha, Charlie, Alpine 1870.
Madeira Tower, Alpine 1870, ready for departure, runway 05.
Runway 05, cleared for takeoff. Alpine 1870.
For some reason we can't hear the response from ATC, but I do have my co-pilot responding to those instructions. So I'll have to check the sound output once we are cruising. It happens once in a while with say intentions, so I'm sure it's a little bug on their server that they'll fix quickly. Okay, elapsed time coming up. Lineup checklist. Runway confirmed 05. TCAS Tara. Packs coming off. Takeoff. D1 rotate. Positive rate of climb 0. Flap 0, autopilot
identified. Climb flight level 120 direct, Mike Alpha 647.
Flight level 120 direct, MA647, Alpine 1870.
Climb flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Alpine 1870.
Packs coming on. Standard set passing 5,000.
Alpine 1870, contact Lisbon on 132.255.
Switching to Lisbon on 132.255, Alpine 1870. Lisbon, Alpine 1870. Good evening. Climbing through flight level 065 for flight level 210.
Alpine 1870, Lisbon, identified, Sauda, West.
Alpine 1870, Mérignac approach identified. Good evening, cleared direct transition. Expect the ILS runway 29er approach into Mérignac.
Direct transition. Expecting the ILS runway 29er approach into Mérignac. Alpine 1870.
descend altitude 3,000 feet. Cleared for the ILS runway 29er approach via directs QNH 1023.
Descending to 3,000 feet. Cleared for the ILS runway 29 approach via direct QNH 1023, Alpine 1870.
Flaps 1.
Alpine 1870, contact Mérignac Tower on 118.3.
Tower on 118.3, Alpine 1870.
Flaps 2, runway inside.
Mérignac Tower, Alpine 1870. Good evening, established on the ILS runway 29er approach.
Alpine 1870, Mérignac Tower, roger, continue approach.
Flaps 3. Geared up.
Runway 29er, cleared to land. Alpine 1870.
Missed approach height 4,000 set.
$2,500.
Flaps full. Landing checklist. ECAM, no blue. Landing checklist complete. Stable. Manual flight.
Above. 50, 40, 30. Minimum retard. 5.
Spoiler. Diesel. Reverse ring.
Auto brake off.
Foxtrot Echo Charlie Romeo Lima holding short of 29er, ready to go.
Foxtrot Echo Charlie Romeo Lima, winds 310 at 10, runway 29er, cleared for takeoff, safe travels.
Cleared for takeoff 29er, Foxtrot Echo Charlie Romeo Lima.
Alpine 1870, exit at Papa 4 if able, contact ground on 121.73.
Exit at Papa 4 if able. Switching to ground on 121.73. Alpine 1870. Mérignac ground, Alpine 1870. Good evening, cleared of runway. Ready to taxi to the gate.
Alpine 1870, Mérignac ground, taxi to terminal Billy Gate D1 via Golf, Sierra 4, hold short of runway 23, then Bravo, Sierra 3, Echo 4, Whiskey, good day.
Taxi to terminal Billy Gate, Delta 1, via Golf, Sierra 4, hold short of runway 23, then Bravo, Sierra 3, Echo 4 Whiskey, Alpine 1870.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bordeaux. Did you know that Bordeaux is famous for its wine production, with over 800 wineries in the region? Thank you for flying with easyJet Europe. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with easyJet Europe. The local time is 10:12
APU
p.m.
bleed, engine 2 coming off.
For upcoming connections, please note the following. Flight number 1800 to Paris, departing at 11:30 a.m. from Gate A. Flight number 1801 to Nice.
Yeah, I made a wrong turn. Let's go ahead and warp over to the gate. This is my first time in Bordeaux. Let's see. We'll just warp ourselves over to the gate. Okay, Frank, very good job this evening on the right seat. We need to inspect the aircraft for the bird strike that we had during final approach. And again, wish you a very good evening here in Bordeaux. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Luis. I'll handle the inspection request for the bird strike. Have a great evening, too.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Clear of the runway.
Very good job in the back today for you and the rest of the crew. Have a great evening.
Thank you. I appreciate your knowledge.
1870, taxi to terminal Billy Gate D1 at your discretion. Good day. Charlie Tango November India contact tower on 118.3.
Terminal Billy Gate, Delta 1, at our discretion Alpha 1870.
runway 29er taxi via Lima 5, Lima 1,